Hey everybody, this is Eddie Ift and welcome to Talkin Shit. We've got a good guest today. We've got Moshe Kasher. Before we start, we just wanted to mention one of our sponsors.
When I'm interviewing Moshe Kasher, I like nothing more than a sex toy in my ass. and where would I get one of those?
AdamandEve.com, best place to get anything you need sex-wise. Anything. You need dildos, you need vibrators, you need anything to stick.
You need Machete to come over to your house?
Anything. They've got it. They've got it all on their
big
website.
blow-up Machete.
Yeah. Lalit knows all about AdamandEve.com. Don't you like their vibrators?
Yeah, I do. I love them.
Favorite vibrator?
Lilo, all the way. It is the most ergonomically designed.
So guys, buy the
I like the Dim Defries butt plug.
Guys, buy the Lilo one, shove it in your ass, and just pretend like it's Lilith's fingers.
Or her enlarged clit.
But they're doing a special. They're helping us out. You guys can help us out. Go to AdamandEve.com for a limited time only. You get 50% off just about any item. When you select your one item at 50% off, you also receive 3 free adult DVDs. What kind of movies are those, Jim?
That would be porno.
Right. Plus a free extra gift. We don't know what that is. It's
That
a
would be
surprise gift.
porno.
And to top it all off, we'll even throw in free shipping for your entire order. You get
From a
free
porn
shipping.
star.
Yes. So check out AdamandEve.com today for this special offer.
And you got to put into the box Jason, spelled Jason, not spelled Youdiealone.
I don't even know what he spelled. Just
You will
put
die
in,
alone.
Just put in Jason in the offer code at checkout, and you're going to get 3 free DVDs, free extra gift, and free shipping. Just use that offer code Jason at AdamandEve.com.
Two douchebags on a couch. One's an asshole, one's a grouch. And relentless, all their mouths. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie. Talk shit. Jim and Eddie.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls from around this great nation of America and the people who listen to us in Britain and all of Eddie's 5 fans in Australia. Welcome to Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift. And of course, Jason is here, the lead is here, Machete is here. And we have a guest with us, Mr. Moshe Kasher. Hello.
How are you doing?
Am I saying that right?
No, definitely not.
I'm not?
No, whatever.
Jewy Jewstein.
Yeah. I did a show once with Patrice O'Neill when I was first starting comedy, and I said my name, and he came up on stage, he's like, Moshe Kasher? Your name might as well be Jewish, nigga. And all I heard was that he called me nigga. And I was like,
Jewish nigga.
Yeah. I thought about changing it. But yeah.
It is say Patrice is a girl's name.
Yeah, well, no, I didn't
Yeah,
say that.
No.
That's
Patrice.
funny.
I'm terrified of Patrice.
I'm terrified. He thinks I'm a racist, and because Patrice is very perceptive.
How Patrice could ever comment on anybody else's prejudice is beyond me.
I tell you what I've been doing all week. I've been at Caroline's, and I've been doing my shows, and I do the first 2 shows, and then the midnight show is the ray of sunshine that is Mr. Paul Mooney all weekend. And I walked past, me and Paul Mooney had a moment on Paul Provenza's The Green Room, where moments we just don't like each other. He doesn't like me whatsoever. And he won't talk to me. He just walks past me in a kitchen where everyone else is Mexican. I go, hello, Paul. I couldn't be speaking to anyone else in the kitchen. And he won't talk to me.
You would even hate him if he was white.
I just don't like homosexuals.
Right, you should try being a 12-year-old white boy.
No,
Eddie, that was a terrible thing to say.
I know, I can't believe it. No, it's weird. I'm afraid of Patrice, even though I know he can't catch me.
Yeah, no. I tell you,
Stay light on your feet.
I tell you how Patrice can catch you. If you run away with his insulin, he'll hunt you down.
I always say at the end of a Patrice,
I'm gonna need a cookie, motherfucker.
if you at the end of a Patrice O'Neill show, you're always like, yeah, women are terrible people. Like he's so good at what he
He's
does.
brilliant.
Yeah,
I think he's a brilliant comedian.
He's amazing. And by the end of I don't agree with anything he has to say. By the end of a Patrice hour show, I'm like, I believe in all of that. Women are shit.
I
Nobody's
agree
shit.
with everything he has to say.
It's very similar to what Hitler did.
That's right. I think we're onto something. Patrice O'Neill is the next Hitler.
Oh no, I agree with most of Patrice's things. We had a porn star.
Are you going to gas the
2
women?
episodes ago, we had a porn star on here who said that I seem like a bit of a misogynist. Now, I don't know a lot about the porn industry, but I do,
But you knew enough to be shocked that she said
I do
misogynist.
know if you've been gangbanged by 5 guys, where it's just a blow bang where they don't even want you to have pleasure, right?
As opposed to the more sensual version of the gangbang.
And I've said something a bit nasty about women cooking or something. Really? She was a cunt though.
We had a girl on here named Caden Cross.
I'm aware of her presence.
We weren't really. I mean, I don't really memorize porn names. I know them from where I came on my keyboard. That's about it. And
you'll mark it down in the jerk off log?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who she was, but apparently she thinks she's a big deal in the porn world. And we brought her on. We just needed a porn star for Jason for his birthday. We had her come on, and we didn't treat her like the princess that she was supposed to be treated
Well,
like.
the thing is, I thought we treated her okay, but every time we asked her a question, she just would go, oh. Like, you go, how did you get into porn? We tried asking questions before that. We were trying to get anything out of her, right? So how did you get into porn? She's like, I get asked that question all the time. Well, sweetheart, if you're fucking listening, every time I get asked, how do you write your jokes? How'd you get into comedy? You know what? I fucking answer them. Do you want to know why? Because I'm a fucking comedian, and that's what people are interested in about me. No one wants to know about my porn career. No one wants to know what I think about fucking history. No one wants to know my favorite movies. They want to know how I write my fucking jokes, why I got punched in the head on the fucking internet. That's all anyone ever fucking asked me. And I know I've got 1,000 Twitters right now going, why did you get punched in the head on the internet?
And so we were rude by asking which nostril she takes cum up the most often.
Well,
that's a reasonable question.
The thing was, I asked her a question. I think the questioning went like this. I went, how'd you get into porn? She goes, that's so cliche. I went, oh, sorry. Then Eddie went, what did you do before you're a porn star? She goes, I modeled. And what did you do before that? I was a stripper.
You just
and then
how do I get you to suck my dick? Is that a good question?
No, we already had a plan for that.
And then it was like, what did you do before that?
Force.
What did you do before that? And she goes, I was a waitress. And I went, how'd you get into waitressing? Right? And that to her was just like,
And then I said, why don't you ask her a more original question, Jim, like which uncle fingered her, which Jim actually...
Because we know that's happened to her.
The next day, I could not believe this. I woke up to the...
It was the only bit where I cringed.
I got all these
You
text
ask
messages.
anyone who's probably been molested when they were molested, and it's awkward. I don't care what they do for a living.
You know what? Actually, go ahead. Ask me. It won't be awkward for me. I'm open. I'm open.
I've heard this. Your uncle said that.
Oh, my uncle. You had my uncle as a
Open
guest?
for business.
Mark
That's what he said.
Watch this. Jason's proud of us. Who molested you? Who was it?
Well, the first one I remember was
The first one you remember. Okay, Kev. Whoa. So you're saying there was ones that you think you don't remember?
Well, I wouldn't know.
You're such a
I
bitch in
wouldn't
this
know.
world. You're such a hypochondriac.
No,
that
I mean, I don't-
You
I
want
don't-
everyone to feel
no.
sorry for you, so there was molestations that you can't
No, I
remember
don't.
now.
Who molested you?
my babysitters.
What,
Did
they're
you-
women?
Yeah. Two
Oh,
babysitters
come
at
on.
one
Yeah,
time.
yeah, exactly. I've been doing this
fuck
all day.
yourself.
Fuck off.
I had a crazy...
That's not legit.
That's not legit.
doesn't count as a molestation.
Do you want to? I mean,
No,
I
that's
start,
called
that's
my
no.
fucking dream.
I
Yeah,
started
it was only
masturbating
like-
at 5. I started masturbating at 5. Nothing would come out, but I was rubbing against pillows and things. I would kill for a girl that
have
wasn't
video?
related to me to just touch it, right? And you're there going.
scared?
So in your life, you've had 7 people touch your penis. Would this be correct?
I have no, I guess.
About 7 people. No,
And
this is
6 of them were his
and
babysitters.
2 of them were your babysitters, and you're complaining. Just add it to your stats,
I wasn't
mate. Add it
complaining.
to
I'm
your
just
stats.
saying. I think it
How old were you?
categorically.
Yeah, he
I
wasn't
was in the first
complaining.
grade.
You were in the first grade?
Yeah.
And what did your babysitter do?
No. Wait,
Well, let me ask you
Wait
this.
a minute. You better ask his actual age because he repeated the first grade 7 times.
Was she hot?
One was
Then
pretty.
it doesn't count. It doesn't
One was
count.
pretty. That's a threesome in the. I would be fucking high-fiving people everywhere I went. Just
Yeah,
you know
that's
who I
not-
am.
That's not molestation.
Do you feel
It's not
traumatized by it?
molestation.
No.
No.
Do you sometimes think about it when you wake?
I went through a period where I did.
The horror.
There you
Now
The
that-
horror. There's people who lived the Holocaust that think about it while they wake. Everyone puts tragedy back
See,
in
I
it.
was viciously and systematically raped from the ages of 3 until I was 12.
No, yeah, that didn't happen to me like that.
Yeah, no, me neither. But if I had, I would have been super into it. I would have been into it.
Now, like, I want to ask everybody in the room, who did and did not jerk off to Caden Cross after the episode?
Oh, I did it before.
Oh, anytime I do
I did-
anything
this-
comedy related with a
this
porn
is the
star, I
thing.
research some
This is the
jerk
thing.
off
I
to
did
them
it.
so
I
that
did
I
it
can
before.
talk to
I did it before, so I wouldn't be too lechy, so I
Yeah.
could get out of my system. And then I did it as a hate fucker.
I did too. I tried to find the most violent porn that she was in.
But she's
Take it, bitch. That's me. That's me.
Let's talk about that, though. Let's
Jason's
talk
got a
about
good
that,
point.
though, because after
She's
that,
pretty tepid.
I went home and I looked her
You
up
didn't like
right
it.
away.
No, porn's pretty
Well, wait.
tepid.
First of all, she told us that she dates Dave Navarro.
She also wouldn't get naked because, like, why?
You asked her to get naked?
That's why you get him on
and
the radio
She did
for.
get naked eventually.
She
We had-
did.
Yeah. we had the
After
court.
she had established
After she
an
said,
antagonistic relationship with you, she took her
goes,
clothes
I'm
off?
not. She goes, I'm not allowed to get naked because I have a contract with Digital
Digital Underground? Your porn
First you
career,
start out
you
with
know
your
it's
leg like
going
it's
well.
broken, the whole
Digital
thing
Playground.
is
Because
a-
I'm with Digital Playground. They won't let me get naked. I go. We have specials with TV networks and.
I don't tell
deals with-
jokes outside the house.
We like, yeah.
I only tell jokes on stage.
you fucking do.
I only tell jokes on this podcast where I have the rights. But if you're on the street with me, I will not be funny.
That's true, actually.
And that's around you. I can't be funny around you. Me and Jason have a love-hate relationship.
But
He loves
Jason,
me
she
and
told
I
it. Remember
hate him.
what did she tell us about anal?
She lets Dave Navarro do it to her.
But she won't do it on film, right?
On film.
That is exactly my policy.
She told us she would not do anal because she was holding out.
She was
Holding out,
it.
literally holding out.
Look at you.
Jason
You
goes
can
home.
find it.
Jason,
It's on the
found it.
web.
yeah, she does anal.
But she does do anal.
There's
Yeah.
a scene on the internet of her doing anal. Yeah.
Did you jerk off to that one?
Yeah.
And Jason doesn't even have a computer. What Jason does
You
is
just at an internet cafe?
No, even worse. What he does is he gets a whole lot of sheets of paper and writes a cartoon and flicks them through really quickly.
He calls up Porn for the Blind and has somebody dictate it to him. Do you know about Porn for the Blind?
No.
It's
explain.
phone
It
sex.
is a website or something where they will describe there's a person dictating what's happening in porn sites for blind people to be able to access.
Can we,
I would like
can we
that.
call that right now?
We can do it now.
Please,
pornfortheblind.com.
please tell me that's a girl's voice. It doesn't,
No,
not yours.
never. Yeah,
not just like a middle-aged Jewish guy going, "Oh no,
It
no,
is.
the anus is being spread."
Now, if it's midget porn, do they describe that too? Like,
No, they don't. They don't describe that. They're like they
I'm
won't.
sensitive.
Okay, did you hear about this in Australia? I only found this out the other day. That Australia, and if you're right and say I'm wrong, but this is what I've heard. Australia now have banned flat-chested pornography.
Thank
Like
God.
girls
good
with,
for them.
Somebody
girls with
finally making.
yeah,
a
no,
stand.
girls with no tits, with no tits. They banned it because they say it's pedophiles wank off to it. Now my argument is it's better the pedophiles be doing that than kid porn, right? Because
Right.
pedophilia, and this is going to be a controversial thing to say, is
Awesome is awesome.
really?
That is controversial.
it is some people probably fight with it in their life. They don't like this thing in them.
Oh,
and-
sure,
and
for
they're
sure.
like,
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they
Let's
live
say
in-
a certain
and
comic from Australia.
Yeah, they live in a messy bedroom. They have a pinball machine. So some people.
Like toys.
Yeah.
Go to adamandeve.com.
Yeah. You know what I like about that policy? Elite will never be in porn in Australia. So my mum will never see what.
Wait, are you in porn?
How big are your
No.
tits?
Who are you and why? What's your dynamic? Wait,
Yeah, let him interview.
I'm just curious.
My name's Lilit.
Yeah, well, my name's Moshe.
Hi, Moshe.
Hey.
You two look like brother and sister, but
Yeah,
I suspect
exactly.
your cultures might have fought over the years.
And I,
Are you a
and
Jew?
I have a
What
feeling.
are you?
I have a
I'm
feeling she has
Armenian.
more hair in
You're
her
what?
tits.
Armenian.
Oh, cool.
Close to
I
your
fucked
people.
an Armenian girl once. I fuck girls.
Oh, come on.
All right, fine. I thought about fuck. Okay, it was a dude. It was an Armenian guy. His name was Boris. She had long, straight, silky pubic hair like a horse's mane. What? It was really super long.
No.
It was really super.
Elite's like a Brillo pad.
What, is it rough? And I remember her very well because she was very beautiful and she vomited giving me head.
You can.
Wow.
She vomited
That
on
big?
your cock.
Yeah, she vomited on my dick.
I'm a bit of a fan of that.
I was super young, dude. So I was
Who
like,
vomited first?
I don't like.
It
I don't
freaked me
like
out.
the smell. I like the discomfort of the human on my cock. But
wait, you
I don't-
like it that she's upset or it turns you on now? You.
that she's putting so much effort into it that
Right.
she's vomited. I like that.
Yeah, that is.
Did
yeah.
you gag her with your cock?
No, man, I just got a
No.
big ass dick. Da-da-da-da-da-da. No, but she was new at it. You know what I mean?
She's Armenian. She's not. She's not
Right.
used to.
She,
She's not.
quote
Used,
unquote knew at it.
she's not used to this American food.
She was. Yeah. She was new at it, and by new I mean it was flat chested. If you know what I mean.
But don't
She
you
was
think
8.
that's, don't you think that's
It was
weird
great
that
last night, Moshe.
that is,
Yeah, it would be.
don't you think that's weird that Australia does that though? Like,
That
what's,
is really
what's
weird.
going to be?
They also had that pedophile in Australia. It's on YouTube that wrote a book on how to
Yeah.
molest children.
Right.
And
Right.
and they sell it. They were selling it on Amazon.com, and
He wrote a
they were
book?
outraged. Yeah.
Amazon.com.
Was it a pop-up book?
It was in the libraries. It was in the libraries.
You
there.
pull the
That's why it
little
was so
trigger and there's the guy handing candy.
There's a great
It's just
YouTube clip on this, and you guys should watch it. It's pretty hilarious because the news guy gets really upset with him because he has no remorse, and he's just like, yeah, you just give him candy or whatever. You're really nice to him. And he has a whole plan on how to get.
I think
It's
he was
really
just,
sad.
He was just upset at how hack it was. To
I
give
was
kids
just gonna
candy.
say how hacky
It's super hacky.
Yeah.
You gotta go. You gotta step your game up.
We kind of went all over this stuff.
PSPs.
Yeah, that's right.
It's super hacky. How do you do it, Jason?
He writes love songs.
These are the only conversations that scare me. That I'm like, we're gonna go to.
This is
jail.
the only one. And by the way, I don't own a pinball machine. This is the only thing. My brother who listens to this show, Scott, who wrote us a letter one time. Who, may I add, I got to say, a shout out to my brother, who when he listened to a podcast about 5 episodes ago, where we learned about me taking Jason to the Gibson Theatre and Jason getting stoned and annoying all the other comics. My brother wrote me a letter that went along these lines: "Stop taking Jason to gigs with you. You're better than that. He's weighing you down. Think about your career."
This is terrible, man. Fucking poor Jason.
Poor Jason.
Poor Jason. I'm gonna come out and say it.
Half our listeners love him, and the other half hate him because
What
they
do
go.
you- what's
they
wrong
say
with you?
this is not fair. This guy's done nothing in his life ever, and he gets to like have this life where he doesn't have to
Oh,
do
interesting.
shit.
I
And he
like the
gets-
people who write things on like iTunes like this. They go, "Jason will one day kill himself. You're pushing him too hard." 5 stars. Like they're really tender, but I'm loving every minute of it.
This is wrong, but it's good. Which brings us back to child molestation. Here's a fun.
Is that big
keep
in the
going.
Jewish community? Child molestation?
I
Is that why they have to grow the sideburns out so they can
so that
hold
they can,
on something?
yeah, they tie their wrists to their face so that they can face fuck them. By the little... This is terrible. But let me say
Enjoy that matzo ball.
Let me say that I spent a long time as a I'm gonna get okay. I'll tell you that I know that pedophiles have a symbol that they wear. Do you know this?
No.
They have like jewelry and iconography that they wear to be able to identify one another, like out in the street. And they'll be like, oh, you fuck kids, I fuck kids.
What does that jewelry look like?
Well, I'll tell you. And first,
Where would you get?
how would I know? I can tell you the answer, and you'll, of course, it begs the question: how the fuck would you know what it looks like? It's not because I wear it.
It's a crucifix.
What they will do.
I have heard of it.
It's very high level. They'll wear a black shirt with a very small white square. No, but it's true because I used for many years before I was a comic, I was a sign language interpreter, and because my parents are both
Well,
deaf.
could you actually do it, or you just interpreted that?
Yeah, it was.
These people look ridiculous.
Your parents are both deaf?
Yeah, my parents are both deaf. So once upon a time, I went
You're
to
still one up on April Macy.
What's up with her parents?
Her grandparents died of AIDS. It's true. It's true.
Both of them, huh?
Both of them.
He got a
shit.
blood transfusion, and then the passed it on to the grandmother.
Oh,
I just
man,
like that their love was still alive at that age. I think that's pretty impressive.
Oh, so you're really seeing the bright spot of
I'm
this
seeing the
AIDS,
silver
of this
lining.
AIDS-colored cloud.
Because I don't have AIDS, but if you Google someone's name, I haven't. I try to do it, but people have sent me photos of where it has come
I know,
up.
Jim. I've seen it. They also changed my Wikipedia page. It says everything about me at the very end, like after it talks about like every TV show or radio show I've been on. And then it goes, he also has AIDS.
Did you fix it?
No, I don't know how to do that. I don't know.
No,
how to do it.
you can make amendments on it.
No, leave it.
But there's Yahoo Answers. People have gone and asked questions. Does Eddie Ift have AIDS? Jim
says-
and then it'll say, according to Jim Jeffries, he does.
Hang
Best
on.
answer.
What's that thing that you text and it gives you answers?
Well, you can text Google, so I'll text Google.
No, but you know there's those
Ask.com.
ones where you can ask any questions, because I once asked if I was afraid of bananas, and it was believed that Jim Jeffries, because I wanted to see
You know
if these
I'm
things
going to
knew.
get you back for this. Really bad.
I got a tweet about
Really
bananas
bad.
the other day.
Is it ask.com?
Someone asked me if I
Really
ever brought them
bad.
around you.
Don't
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah, ask.com.
No, it won't be physical, but it's going to be worse.
Psychological.
Yeah.
He's gonna give you the AIDS that he has.
Can't get it twice. How do you think he got the AIDS to begin with?
Oh, you guys are so cool.
Yeah.
Now, do you have AIDS
We
too?
share a
Or you the
hippie.
only
Not
one?
yet.
Not yet.
No.
Cool.
This is not a podcast. This is a hospice.
Yeah, right.
And you don't get AIDS from Adam and Eve's toys.
No.
If you use them by yourself, that's the safest form of sex. Am I right?
That's
yeah.
right.
AdamandEve.com, 50% off everything if you use the promo code Jason.
We should have made our promo code AIDS.
I have a feeling sales might go down a tick. That's.com's not working. I don't
not.
get it. I don't know.
This
No,
house
what is
like a
what is the
vortex.
one where you
Yeah.
just ask a question?
Ask.com.
How do you?
No, not
how do you
.com.
text
Like there's
out?
a text message thing, not a .com, not a web page.
Is it called Cha-Cha?
Cha-cha?
Yeah. Okay, cool.
We're finding out. This is the important
All right,
information.
Jason. Can we also ask who is Jason Hour as well? I'll have a who is Jason
Do
Hour.
you exist on the internet?
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
Where? Like if we Googled you,
Facebook.
we Googled you, it would just be
Twitter.
Facebook and Twitter?
That web page where that guy wrote a book?
Amazon.com. Unremorseful, the
iTunes.
unrepentant child molester.
Hey, let's get an update while we're waiting.
Harmony.com.
What's
we put
going
him
on with the hair
there.
color world?
We're gonna be doing a party in San Diego.
Okay, I gotta cut in again. When are you gonna start selling hair product and not having parties about hair product? There seems to be a lot of celebrations of hair product and not much selling of hair product or actual visually. I've never seen any of the hair product. What are these parties? What are the point?
What they do is they do a fashion show and they bring out stylists from the salons in the area, and then that's how they.
You sell hair product?
Well, I work with a company that sells hair products.
You don't
I
have any hair product in.
Yeah, I got my hair colored.
Oh,
no,
what
no,
color
no,
is
he
it?
goes hair coloring.
No,
Oh,
they
coloring.
They
He's
matched
he's
it.
just actually really an albino.
Oh,
I
yeah?
wanted to actually. What happened was I wanted to try it out, and they color matched my hair to like my color, and just did it.
How do they
Yeah,
color
you-
match
you-
your
you
hair
want-
to
you wanna
your
know- do you
color?
wanna know-
They dyed my hair hair color.
Do you want
and
to know?
nothing else.
Yeah, what happened there? Your hair's already color matched to your head.
No, I'm just saying they put the product in, and they kind of like got rid of some of the sun, damage in that.
Oh yeah.
Can they do anything about the mental damage?
Yeah.
No, they can't color that.
Yeah. Can they color out the
Coloring back.
Can they color out the
marijuana
black-
in case there's a drug test?
Can they color in the black dead parts of your brain?
Can they color in loss? Can they color in an ex-wife?
Jason has a
God.
business card. Have you seen his business card?
I've seen his business card.
I want to ask you a question. There's 2 phone numbers on there.
Yeah,
Neither of
what,
them
what,
is.
what do they go to?
one goes to here, the other one goes to the office.
Where's here?
His
my
pocket.
phone? In my
The
pocket.
other
Can
one's
we-
at the suicide hotline because
Where-
they assume
where-
that's where he's at.
Where you have an office,
Yeah, there's an office downtown.
and at that office is that your phone?
It's the main phone for the company.
Oh, so if
There's
we
a-
were if
this
we
is
were
the
to
hair
call
color
there
company.
right now,
Is that the same phone at the end of the street that's in the box?
if we
is
were to
that
call
your
there,
office? Are you
if I called
Fonzie?
there right now and said, "Hey, I'd like to talk to Jason Hour," what would they do?
No,
don't
no.
know, but I
No,
don't
you
know
should
what
ring up and
happened
go,
on the line.
who's your marketing manager?
Let's do it.
Yeah, can we do that?
No, that line's not. Right now, it's
There's no phone number there. You have a card with a
No.
phone number without a fucking phone. That
no.
phone number is appropriate to you as pain is to your back.
He has
here we
Munchausen.
go again.
If I call that number and
back
say,
on the back,
no, stop. If I call that number right now and say, "Could I please speak to Jason Hour?" What are they going to do?
you would get Raul directly if you called that number right now.
Oh, directly, like he would.
Then-
And
pick
you've
up.
met Raul.
Then
and he
what's-
knows you. And
Then
he
what's
knows
the
you.
point?
Real.
He doesn't know me. He met me briefly.
because
Why would
they
he doesn't know
don't-
me?
We don't have enough things going on to actually put people in the office yet.
You
It's
only
just-
have one tube
the
of hair
company's
dye,
only
don't
7
you?
months old. The company's 7 months
Wait,
old.
how did you get involved in the hair coloring business?
Jason gave me his business card and then he asked for it back because he's only got 4.
They're hard to make.
3. I ripped one up.
It was written in crayon. And a bit of his own feces.
I have a question. Is there a rhythm to how much or how little it hurts when they make fun of you? Like, is it sometimes like, oh, these guys, and then sometimes like, I feel really bad, that cut to the quick, and then, where's my wife? Or is it always just like, ha, ha, ha?
No, it's ha in the room, then it's cry.
Jason, the first month we did this, how many times did you cry?
Oh, dude, it was rough listening.
You
to
cried for
yourself.
real?
Oh yeah.
But you're a man.
He cries every day. One time his milk had gone off, and that was all my milk.
Wait,
He actually cried over unspilt milk.
which you can do. You can cry over unspilled milk. Not everybody knows
You
that.
didn't think I was going anywhere with that, did you, Jason? No, that old plan.
Wait, for real though, you cried?
Yeah.
Because they were making fun of you?
Yeah, it was pretty rough. The first
Why do you
few.
keep coming back?
He's got nowhere else to go.
That's what abused animals do.
Yeah. Why doesn't wives
if
live
only
there?
you were female, I would date you. You'd be perfect. I'll fuck it. I'll do it.
Moshe,
Yes.
did you like my message where I asked you if you were bringing any open micers? With
Yeah,
you?
man. We had a funny experience in Australia where I bring.
Well, I got to bring it
Yes.
up because Jim also has. Do you remember that night we decided we were having the party on the roof in Australia and we were like, oh, we're gonna go get some food now.
Yes. I remember this because the open micers all followed us. And then
Jim goes like this. Somebody goes, let's go eat, and somebody goes, where are we gonna go? And
I
somebody
said
goes,
Nando's, which isn't a gourmet restaurant. It's just one step up from fast food.
it's like
Nando's.
Olive Garden
Yeah,
expensive.
totally. Yeah.
And the one guy goes, whoa, that's way too
No, he
expensive.
said there's a buffet that's all you can eat. There's a buffet that's all you can eat, right? We go there. It's not cheap. And I said, when you earn as much money as me and Eddie Ift, every restaurant is all you can eat.
And then you just
Then you
punched him in
said
the
something.
stomach.
The kid goes, oh, we can't afford that. Or he goes, you really want to go there? And he goes, Jim goes, yes, we're successful. And so the same guy.
Imagine saying you're successful, therefore I can go to Olive Garden. Like, this is how poor these guys
I can order
were.
anything I want here.
They're nice guys, actually.
They are nice
they're
guys.
really nice guys. But you know, when like you're
But I didn't want to eat at the shitty $5 buffet. I don't like it when Taco Bell goes, this is 49 cents or this is 99 cents. I don't want that. I don't want anything that can afford be made for that price and turn a profit.
Yeah, it's like Waffle House. Waffle House, you can get breakfast for like $3.17, and it's like there's no possible way you can give me pancakes, eggs, sausage, bacon, orange juice, and there's no. The
This
government
has got to
is
have
not
shit in it. There's
subsidizing
got to
all
be
of-
shit all through it.
All of the processing that you're doing about what it might be in this food that's so cheap is the luxury of the mental space that you have bought with your success. And all of the poor, hungry people out there just go, I want food. And then they eat the food. And they don't have the luxury of this.
No, but make it $1.29.
Make it
So
just for your peace of
oh,
mind.
they're getting 29 cents worth of profit there.
Yeah.
Let me finish the story.
Jason's going, have they gone up to $1? Like he's actually looking depressed. I was going to eat Taco Bell. I can't afford
He's
it
like,
now.
why don't they have Waffle House in L.A.? I'd love a Waffle House.
Yeah, I love Waffle House.
Anyways,
Eddie ripped up my dollar.
the end of that story, Moshe in Australia, one night I see him down there doing shows, and I go, hey, let's go get something to eat after the show. And I walk out, and he's got a bunch of those same guys all hanging out with him. And I go, hey, where are we going to eat? And I go, let's go to Stalactites. And we start walking down the street, and I notice they're walking with us.
Look, it started with a woman, as all great tales of woe always do. I invited a girl.
Yes.
She invited a group of these guys, and they came along. I didn't know about your history with these guys. I didn't know.
There's no history. They're nice
They're nice guys. They're good
But
guys.
I,
They are good
I
guys.
really like them, but I didn't want to have dinner with them.
And then when we got there, one of the kids started talking about 9/11, right? This is for his opening line.
His show is about his comedy show is about 9/11 and how it's
Is he the redheaded lad?
no. It's who was it?
Mikey.
He's
Milo.
not Seizure, the one that paints his face?
No,
That's his buddy.
Seizure was the one that Moshe had a night with.
Yeah, Caesar spent the night in my
Caesar's a
room.
nice guy.
He's a good
Caesar's
kid.
a great
Yeah,
guy.
I like
Okay.
him a lot.
But they shared a room together.
We did share a room.
I went 10-pin bowling with Seizure.
Oh, you did?
Well, that's what I went
But
10-pin bowling with
this
him
is
too in my
another one.
room
I
that
went
night.
with him and another guy, and then they thrashed us, and then I decided to start gambling, and I just got good at it, and I took more money off him.
We played. They went paintballing with us too.
Yeah, they're good guys. Yeah, they're good guys.
But Moshe.
I
let
feel like
them
an
sleep in his
asshole now
room.
about the Nando's incident.
You should.
I do feel bad.
Man, this has become a lull, this conversation.
Oh, you know what?
No. I think a lot of people listen to our podcast and think, geez, Jim and Eddie and the other guy, That podcast is so funny. Sometimes I can't listen to it because the jokes come so quick. I only hear
it down.
I only hear every second joke because I'm laughing over one, and sometimes I miss jokes.
I do have to say my favorite email or message that we get, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it happens, is when people say, I was laughing so hard I almost wrecked my car. I want to hear one that says, I laughed so hard I wrecked my car.
Yeah.
I want somebody to wreck.
Yeah. My sister's dead.
Thank you very
Your
much.
show was so good. We ran off the road. My sister's dead.
5 stars.
And someone right now is sitting in their car next to their sister, looking at her, and she's going, "Fuck off, Barry. Fuck off."
Just careen into the fucking side of the road. Get rid of that bitch. 5-star it. Take it to Yelp.
My wife miscarried. She was laughing so much.
Thank you. I did not have the courage to punch her myself.
I was actually laughing at it when I blew my vessel in my eye.
You blew a vessel in your
And you
eye.
can see
Yeah.
that on the website. I put the
Yeah,
picture up.
I
Did
saw
you see
that.
the picture? Of
Yes.
broken blood.
Well, that
vessel
was
in
the
his
thing.
eye?
That's the only thing. My brother dobbed me into my mother saying, "Oh, he takes drugs and stuff like that." He dobbed me into mum, and mum rang me up. Yeah. But the thing was, he goes, he said, he enjoys the show. He's a big fan of the show, but he finds the pedophile humor to be distasteful.
That's like you. I could not believe when the whole porn thing happened and I was getting yelled at.
I just thought that the girl was uncomfortable. She wasn't a fun girl.
Are we back
She
to
wasn't
Caden
up
Cross?
for her life.
Yes, we're back to Caden Cross because I woke up the morning after we had her on the show and I was getting texts from the publicist. She said that you were saying rude things. Jim made a comment. I asked her once, do you ever get recognized in public? And Jim goes, yeah, only when she's eating yogurt and it's falling off her face.
I said,
and
I
they
need
said
to
you were
eating
rude?
yogurt messily.
Yeah, and so
It's not more playful.
What the hell did she think you were going to talk about?
Exactly.
She sucks dick for a living.
exactly.
Exactly.
And anals.
But apparently she's treated.
Jace is obsessed with that. She does that. And I like
that fell
how-
out of your mouth so naturally. I,
like
can
how
tell
you
you
just-
fucked like that a lot. And anals.
And Jason just said that like Zach Galifianakis' character out of The Hangover. And anals. There's a man who hasn't had a lot of anal action.
So
She does anals.
So
How many anals? 7.
I have to go in Jim's room, which I don't like to do often, and I have to tell Jim that we're in trouble. The publicist.
You're in
and
trouble with the publicist of the porn actress.
of the
You'll never work in Hollywood again.
One of the emails said they have Digital Playground has lawyers. You made the
Oi, Digital Playground. Suck my dick.
You're never going to work in Van Nuys again.
Hey, Digital Playground.
I said to
I'm
Jim-
never performing in one of your porns again. Come after my comedy career, Digital Playground.
Yeah, I go into Jim and he's like, "Oh, why are they?" I go. But to think about it, I go, I can't remember the last time I made money from a porn company before, so I don't really care that they're mad at us right now. And so I'm telling Jim, and Jim goes, and they were mad about the uncle comment when I said which uncle fingered you, and Jim goes, "You went too far." Of
No, you
all
shouldn't.
people,
She
Jim
felt
Jeffries is
uncomfortable.
telling-
She felt uncomfortable. You said it. She felt uncomfortable. You should have backed away. And then you started going, I have a book up here called Porn Stars for Dummies, which says you sugarcoat when you tell people this story. You just go, and all I said was this innocent joke. You said it, and then you went after it going, and all porn stars have been fingered. And I was holding you back like a ravenous dog.
And then later in the hour, she took her clothes off?
yes, and
Yeah,
then
even after that, they
What
still
is
never
your
did.
secret, Eddie? I must know.
And then Lalit sucked on a tit, and that was
Lalit
probably
sucked on a tit.
the most
you did.
awkward
I
thing.
was like,
It was a dare.
no, because the thing
oh,
is,
so if I get
'cause the
naked,
thing
you'll
is-
suck on something?
Because
that an option?
Jason will.
Lalit was
Jason,
all
all right, fair enough.
Lalit
Come
was
on,
all
man.
excited, and this girl just let her suck on the tit with the most boredom in her face.
Yeah,
Because she goes, "Oh, is this all I'm worth?" And if you're listening, Jaden Cross, yes, it is.
Hey, if you're listening, Caden Cross, is Moshe Kasher, just give me a call. Treat you right. I'm going to treat you right, girl.
Yeah, come on my podcast, girl.
Yeah.
I get the feeling by watching her porn anyways that she's just so dead on the inside that she doesn't enjoy
Very
anything.
pretty girl, and she could have a nicer disposition to it. Because I met several porn stars who have been lovely girls. Bit fucked up, many of them, but some of them have been very charming and funny and all that sort of stuff. But she...
What do you think the
no.
connection between comedians, porn, and sex addiction is? Would you say, you're a big, like...
I don't believe in sex addiction, but I
Sure.
masturbate every day.
Sure, I masturbate every day.
Every day.
You masturbate every day, Eddie?
Not anymore.
And
You have
my
a girlfriend.
Yeah.
My
Yeah. But I masturbate your girlfriend every day.
I masturbate to you masturbating to my girlfriend every day, and I didn't even know you do, but I pretended like you
think,
did.
imagined it.
I
yeah.
think of his girlfriend so I can stop masturbating every day.
Yeah, I think of you fucking your girlfriend when I'm about to come too quickly, and that just calms me
and
straight down.
then I think of Eddie giving his girlfriend's AIDS, and I come like on a dime.
When I have to come and I don't want to come, I think about Jason and then I take a shit.
Have you ever ejaculated and defecated at the same time?
Absolutely.
I have too.
Yeah.
I've done
I
it.
never have.
You haven't?
I've very deliberately done it to see what it would feel like.
I tried it out.
I've tried everything. I've
never-
jerked off to the point of coming on the toilet and then gotten up and started walking so I could feel if I could walk while I
I
came.
wish you could have seen him do the walking motion to let us know. We know what you were doing.
I've never done that. No, I've never done that. I've done
jerked
some
off-
horrible things to girls.
I have jerked off on a short yellow bus, like a retarded kids bus.
with retarded kids on the
With
bus.
retarded kids on the bus.
Are you being serious?
I mean, I was retarded. I was a kid at the time.
You were a kid at the time.
Were you retarded?
Lean back, I need to look at his
I was
face.
nearly retarded at the time. And I used to take the short yellow bus to school. And one of the things I used to do, I guess a lot of kids do this. You'll jerk off in a weird situation in order to say, I jerked off in this situation.
No, I don't think so.
No?
Good stuff comes up in this show, for sure.
As soon, I've done things like that where you sex on the beach and in my young years, and now I'm strictly a bedroom guy. I don't
Yeah,
know.
me too.
I don't care.
My own
about-
bedroom. I don't even like to go.
I don't even get. The occasional comedy club dressing room.
The occasional toilet.
Yeah, the occasional
dressing room,
if
right.
Me and Eddie have had a fight, we like to have a hate fuck.
Okay, I have a story. I have a story about an odd fuck, an odd area fuck. I was at an NA meeting, a Narcotics Anonymous meeting.
Yeah.
And I was young. I was 16 years old. And there was another girl that was there who was also about my age, maybe a year older.
Why were you in Narcotics Anonymous at 16?
Well, if you want to know about that.
You just made Lilith's day when you said that. She's
But
like, oh, nice. Good for
Americans
you.
seem to give up on drugs so quickly.
You know, if you want to know why I was in, the best way to find
Really?
out why I was in an
Yeah,
NA
me
meeting
too.
at 16 is to pick up a new copy of the book Kasher in the Rye, being released this spring on Grand Central Publications.
Kasher in the Rye.
Well, you never heard of them?
No, are they big?
Yeah, they're huge. Yeah,
That's what I'm going to be holding when I kill Ringo Starr.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. It's everything on a lower level. Oh, that was J.D. Salinger's book? No, it was some comedian in L.A. All right.
That wasn't a gun; it was a Nerf gun.
So I was talking to this girl at this meeting, and I was super young. I was 16. I think she was probably 16 or 17. And one of the weird quirks of 12-step organizations is that they tell people to not fuck for the first year that they're sober for some inane, ridiculous
Why?
reason. I don't know. The logic, I guess.
Because they want to
Because you're
fucking
supposed
mind.
to find
no,
yourself.
no, because they want
Yeah,
to
find
mind
yourself.
fuck. They want to mind fuck you
But
and
what-
control you.
I mean,
What-
I don't think
you're
that's
probably
really
going to get into addict mind.
But how will I find myself if I'm in a vagina?
No,
That's
I
maybe
don't.
where I've got to be looking.
I don't think that it's a mind control thing. I think that it's well intentioned. It's, don't fuck because you'll start fucking that person and you'll ignore getting sober and you'll just put all of your eggs into that emotional basket. Blah blah blah. It's bullshit. But
Yeah, 'cause-
anyway, it's true that exists.
What if you're married and you go into AA?
That's cool, but don't get into a relationship.
Oh.
It's arbitrary and ridiculous. I'm not supporting the policy.
Okay.
I'm just saying it is a policy. So this girl was telling me that she had stopped fucking, but somehow in the course of this conversation, she admitted to me that she was like super horny and always thought about fucking and couldn't stand it. And of course, I'm 16. All I want to do is fuck. So I started like flirting with her and fucking with her. And she was getting sort of into it and turned on. I could tell. This story, let me say, sounds fake, but I swear to God, it's the truth.
It does sound fake.
Okay, well,
I assume you haven't even fucked yet.
no, I fucked Jason during the break. So we at the end of this meeting, she said like an offhand. I'm just flirting with her, fucking with her. At the end of this meeting, she said that an offhand comment to her friend. Oh, she's getting so into this conversation. She's like, I have $10. We should go get a prostitute. We should go get a prostitute. She says this to her friend as a joke, and I say to her, sort of as a joke, oh, I'll fuck you for $5. And she says, deal, and turns around and starts walking back. Now, the meeting was in a church, and there was like a little sort of like portable classroom.
Hold on, I have to fix my boner in my jeans.
Oh, this story's hot. I swear to God.
Dear Penthouse, I never thought all these letters were real.
Listen,
until it happened to me.
When you said church, something.
No,
just-
it's at a church. We're at a church in a meeting, and the meeting is.
Is she wearing a pedophile necklace?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you exactly what she was wearing. She turns like basically there's a church here. There's a little alleyway, and in the back there's a preschool that the church runs, and there's a playground where this preschool's in. It's at night.
yeah.
It's about
Hold on.
7 at night.
I'm
She
wanking.
turns around. She walks back towards this little preschool parking lot, and
Just
I
come.
follow her back, thinking to myself, "She's bullshit. I'm gonna call her on her bluff." Blah blah blah. We get to the back, and she goes to hand me the $10 bill, and I wish I'd taken the money, but I said to her,
And signed it and framed it.
yeah, exactly. But I
No,
said to her-
just because he's Jewish.
I just still think I don't even think about the sex. I think about that $10 that I missed. But I said I don't want your fucking money, and she's wearing
You whore.
yeah she's wearing.
I would have taken it just to slap her in the face with it.
I should have. There were so many reasons
I would have
should taken
shoved
the
it
money.
in her cunt
No,
and
there-
pulled it out and made her lick it.
There are so many reasons I should have taken the money, but I didn't. She undid, and that's how you know it's a true story. It's a Jew telling a story about not taking money. Why would I brag about that? She undoes her Doc
That's why
Marten.
we don't believe it's true.
Yeah, right. She undoes her Doc Marten boots, which are knee high, takes one off. She's wearing a short skirt and fishnet stockings. Undoes one side of the fishnets. Doesn't even take the fishnets all the way off. Leaves this boot and this side of the stockings off, and lays down, and we rut like little 16-year-old animals.
Oh, sorry. I can't.
in this church playground, preschool playground. We fuck on the like rubber tarmac or the little mat or
Were
whatever.
you losing your virginity, or was
No,
it?
but I had fucked not very many times.
Yeah.
But I had been whatever. So I fucked her. I came in like 30
How
seconds.
old was she at this time?
I think 17 probably.
Jesus.
I came in like 30
Wasn't there.
seconds, and I had the audacity to say, was that good for you? I mean, I should have known at the time. Now, knowing what I know now. Anyway, I get up. I was like, is that good for you? She muttered something about, no, not at all. And no, I don't know. But she lit
She
two.
wiped the cum off with a $10 note.
She lit 2 cigarettes. She opened her cigarette pack, lit 2, put it both in her mouth, lit both of them, started smoking one, threw one on the ground for me, and walked away, and I've never seen her since.
I love this girl. That's amazing.
She
And I-
threw you a fucking bone
Threw
on
it
the ground.
She's 17 years old. How does she even know that trick? Hayden Cross.
And that's
I picked up the cigarette and I started running like Forrest Gump. Like, I can't believe this has happened to me. I was like smoking and running. It was like frolic, the best experience of my life. I would not know her if it was you. What's her name again? Lee. It could be you. I would not know. It could be you, Jason. I would not.
Was
know.
she hot?
She in my mind's eye, she was hot.
The part,
I don't know.
the part I
Let's-
liked the best about that was the cigarette. How
Oh,
she
it's amazing.
threw it on the ground.
It's the
All
best
right,
detail.
okay, but you still got your original name.
What? Say it again.
You still got your original name.
What do you mean by that?
Like your name isn't a stage name, correct?
Oh no, it's not.
Where did this take place?
This was in Oakland, California.
and the year
the 1995,
1995, Oakland, California.
Telegraph Avenue.
Telegraph Avenue at an Iconics Anonymous thing. You were wearing knee-high Dr. Martin boots
Yeah.
with fishnet stockings. You threw a cigarette on the ground like he was a fucking piece of shit. We love you. And please write to Jim and Eddie at yahoo.com. and
Send
a
photos, send photos.
Send a photo and
Because
just...
don't be one of our listeners that thinks you're funny and you're all going
And
to
do
go, yeah, I'm that chick
It would
and I'll
be
suck
cool,
your
man.
cocks. Send us a photo. And you have to,
give-
we're
give
going
it-
to ask, like,
Give a little detail that maybe
is there-
only
is
you
there a
and him
trivia
would...
question
No, for
that
her. If you're writing in...
is there a trivia question you could ask her that only she would know?
Yeah, what does my dick feel like? She was the only
20
person I've ever fucked.
20 seconds of bliss, motherfucker.
Do you remember the name of the church?
She wouldn't probably. I don't
Okay.
remember it. No.
Do you remember?
St. Come on, Fishnet Chapel.
I'm positive she wouldn't remember my name. I wouldn't remember her face. I couldn't recognize.
Yeah.
How many do you have like that?
I
You
know.
could recognize
Have you
her.
ever had
must
this
have
one?
a
I had
bunch.
this
Girls
one
on the
in
road.
Britain where I had picked up a girl in a comedy club and she seemed to be really forward with me. And I thought, this has been a bit easy. And I take her back to my hotel and fucked that. And it turned out I fucked the last time I was there.
I love
Yeah,
it.
I have a girl from Newcastle, England, where they're notoriously the sluttiest women in the
Yeah.
world. I met this girl. We went out for a big. She was at my show. We all went out after the show, drinking tequila all night and getting really fucked up. I don't remember ever speaking to her.
Yeah.
Going home with her, fucking her, and in the morning, just like she got up and left. I don't think I ever talked to her.
Oh, yeah, that's incredible.
There's been plenty of them where you don't know their name.
Yeah, for sure.
Plenty of that. But one of my favourite ones was because most of the comedy clubs in the UK, after the club's over, they move all the tables away. It becomes a nightclub. It's a much
Right.
easier pickup scene than the American circuit.
Right.
And so it becomes a nightclub, and I went and said, "Oh, hello, ladies," to this girl. And that's when you feel really good about stuff. When you fuck someone and then afterwards you go, so did you enjoy the show? And they went, what show?
Yeah,
And you're like,
like,
did I
are
just,
you kidding
I
me?
just pick you up with like actual normal powers?
Am I just a regular guy?
Is that
No way.
nothing comedy? You think I'm good looking? Fuck off!
I had a girl.
I had that happen once.
I had a girl.
I've had that happen a few times.
I had a girl once who I was talking to her, and we were talking about sex with someone else, and she turned to me and she was like, "It's a good thing you and I never fucked." And I turned to her, I was like, "Are you kidding?" She's like, "What?" We have many times. And she asks me, "Oh, was it good?" I was like, "Apparently not. No, clearly it was not memorable." That really did happen.
That girl from Newcastle, England, I went to do a gig in Manchester. She came to the show. She came all the way to Manchester, was sitting in the front. I saw her, kind of waved to her.
Yeah.
Went backstage, said to the MC, can you do me a favor? Can you find out the girl in the front what her name is? He walked out on stage. I think it was Frankie Boyle. I'm not
Right.
sure. Walks out on stage and goes, hey, you, Newcastle, because I guess he had found out she was from Newcastle.
Yeah.
He goes, what's your name? The next comedian coming out wants to know.
Awful. Awful. I had a girl.
I was once getting blown in
Say no more.
in the dressing room at
In my clothes.
Edinburgh Johnlers in Scotland, and this security. I was drinking a lot, you know, and the security guy opens the door and goes, "Go on, get out! You can't go there." And the girl kept going, and I stood there arguing with him, like, "Fuck you! What type of person are you?" So the girl leaves. And I thought I had so much power in that comedy club that I went and complained to management. I was getting blown off by one of the women in the audience, and he had the audacity.
The terrible manners to tell me to move.
Jonglers comedy clubs, it's not like anything in America because like he's saying, American comics don't understand it. They turn into a nightclub right
totally.
afterwards, and they drink so much that just everybody's ready to fuck. And as a comedian, you just walk amongst them, and you're just like a piece of meat.
The little joke is Johnlers, comedy clubs in disguise.
and you just I can't remember like how many times you're in the green room and just the staff walks in and you just wave to them while you're getting a Hummer. You're like, hey, how you doing? I'm just sorry. I'm just like every
Is this
other.
real? You're getting your dick sucked.
You'd get your dick sucked and the staff has to go in and out of the green room to get
man.
stuff and you're just like, hey. And I remember when I first came over to England, everybody said to me, because I was taking full advantage of it.
Sure.
And I didn't realize that it was like the sleazy thing to do. And everybody's like, you need to meet Jim Jeffries. you two are very similar.
We do.
He waves to us too.
that is a true story. We both met each other when we were like, people say that we should know each other.
Why do we have similar interests? Well, in a way, yes.
There was a comedian who got accused of rape. I know the guy's name, but I won't say who it is.
Jason Howard.
But he got accused of rape in one of the Johnlers dressing rooms. It turns out he didn't do it. They went and checked out the scene, and everything she said.
Everything
was a fuck.
pointed to not rape.
Yeah, to not rape. Yeah, and but then after that, there was like a notice up on the fucking wall at this comedy club that went, "You're not to bring girls back," and we're like, that comic ruined rape for the rest of us.
Wasn't there a list?
No, I was about to tell you. One time there was a girl in Oxford, and I went back to her house. She was one of the bartenders there. She goes, "We can't have sex," and I'm like, "Why not?" And she goes, "I've only been there for a week, and it's important. You can't have sex with the comedians. It's one of the
my
policies." And I said, "No one's going to know." And she goes, "But you're on the list."
Oh my God.
You know,
From
airlines.
being offended, I was like, how high up am I on the list?
You know how airlines have a no-fly list
Yeah.
for like potential terrorists.
Jim Jeffries on the no-fuck
Jim
list?
and I both were on the no-fuck list.
Oh my God. Why? What did you guys do?
You just you get a reputation.
Bit
for
of chlamydia
just,
there, a
something.
girl with a black
punch in the
eye
face.
there.
I had a girl who asked me to come over once late at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. She said, "Come over." I was like, all right, I'm on my way. I started driving. I stopped at the gas station to do like a little asshole wash or whatever. You ever done that?
Yeah, like a horse.
I
A horse
usually
shower.
but I'm the whore.
Wait. I wash my cock. I don't. How's your asshole getting involved?
I will not
Was this
fuck
a
a woman.
girl? girl, Moshe?
I will not fuck a woman unless she will lick my ass. That's just a hard and fast rule.
I'm not even that into
No,
the
I'm
ass
kidding. I'm
licking.
kidding.
I've done
I'm
it a
kidding.
few times, but I'm not even that into it.
Do you know about the rim chair?
I don't like
rim chair.
I don't like the position. There's nothing attractive about me holding my leg
That's
back.
why
and
you
Oh,
got-
but there
That's
is
why
something
you get a
attractive
rim
about a
chair.
woman vomiting on your cock that you mentioned earlier.
That's why you get a rim chair.
That's nice.
Luke the albino, who does all our digital, the fucking internet shit. Luke the albino was telling me
Who
the other
does
day-
need some hair color products?
help him out. Luke the albino he's got these Gaber friends.
Yeah.
And he went over to their
Wait,
house.
he does what?
Gabers.
What's that?
Gay neighbors.
Okay,
And he went
all
to,
right.
they had a fucking like a garage sale or something. And he goes over and they're two young guys and he goes, why do you have the old people seat for the toilet? And the guy goes, oh, that's a rim chair. And he goes, what? And they're selling it at their yard sale.
That's fucking great.
It's a chair, like a toilet seat that you sit on, and the other guy gets underneath and just eats your ass.
Why do you need
Yeah,
a chair?
And you can probably get one of those at adamandeve.com.
Because probably like
Why would you need a chair?
you can relax. I don't know.
All right.
Jason, you ever had your asshole licked at? No. Yeah, it's good.
Have you ever had your penis sucked on? That's super cool.
Yeah,
Have you ever kissed a girl?
Have you ever- Hey, how old? Okay, this is an interesting one.
All right, let's get to
No,
bullying.
Okay,
Jason.
now, Jason, describe your first kiss, your age, how it happened, and how it came across. And don't give us one of these. Well, my uncle. Like
No, I mean,
the
yeah.
first
like,
one
the
that you
legitimate,
enjoyed, the
yeah,
legitimate.
It was actually, I didn't kiss a girl until senior year of high school.
Right, and you've been repeating years for years, so you were like 27.
It was last week.
Yeah.
How old were you when you lost your virginity, Jim?
I was 1 week.
One?
1 week off my.
You were one?
off my
1 week old?
1
Was
week.
it his babysitter?
1 week off my 16th birthday.
All right.
Santa Cranswick, we've been putting out words for you before. Haven't spoken to you in years.
She got nut.
Would love to see how you
won't
turned
write
out,
back. She
darling.
won't
Would
write
lo-
Not great.
Samantha Cranswick, who lived in Queensland. Someone passed this information on to
She's
her.
married now, happily.
Eddie,
Doesn't want anything to do.
how old were you?
I was 14. The girl was 12.
That's young. Ooh, that's younger.
Yeah.
The girl was
But-
12.
Whoa.
But
That's such a coincidence. I was 24. The girl was 12.
we're gonna get in trouble for this
kidding.
episode.
I'm kidding.
So anyway.
Wait. But
Jason,
mine
I was
wasn't-
15.
Mine wasn't sex because we didn't know what it was. I like put my dick in and we sat there and didn't like. I didn't
didn't
know
come.
that you pushed
You
me
rock.
like you thrust.
Right.
I just sat there and I was like, and we both stopped and we were like, well, that's sex. It really doesn't. It's not that good. Why?
So-
and then I didn't again until I was 17.
Oh, okay. I was 15. 15, 16, 14, 15, 16.
yeah, I was really more closer to 16. It was February 2nd.
Oh, you've got it
my
marked down.
birthday's on February 14th because I remember I was in a summer camp thing and we have different seasons.
What about you, Lily?
I was 19.
19.
Jeez, you were a
You
late
know
bloomer.
what I mean?
How old are you now?
27.
Okay. You
I
look
mean-
young.
And when was the last
Beautiful.
time? When was the first time you had?
Thank you, baby.
When was the
Jason.
first time you
I'm
had
talking
sex
to
with
Jason.
Jason
I'm talking
Howard?
to
Oh,
Now, Jason, describe your
I'm
first
single,
kiss.
Moshe.
Oh, me too.
Describe.
Can you guys just back off?
Sorry.
I'm right in the middle. No, go, please, Jason.
Really? That guy?
Why? Come on.
Jason know
She's really
him.
horny.
Jason know him. What, Tards and Jews? Like, fuck it.
Why is it Tards and Jews?
Oh my.
Oh, I didn't tell you the craziest place I ever jerked off. I did jerk off on the yellow bus, and I was really young. I wanted to clarify. I wasn't like just sneaking on a
Why
jerk
are you
off to
on the Tard
retarded
bus?
people. It's a super complicated story. I was like really lost in the mental health system when I was a kid. I went to like tons of retarded schools and severely emotionally disturbed schools and fucked up places with padded cells and mental hospitals. If you want to know more about it, you can read it in the upcoming memoir, Kasher in the Rye.
Ernie, can you please walk him to his car?
No, but I had a really fucked up, crazy, ridiculous childhood, which is I am
Throwing
writing a book about.
cigarettes at you.
But the craziest place I ever jerked off was in my grandmother's car with her driving.
Wow.
I had a jacket over my crotch, and I had just hooked up with this girl.
He just
in the
beat
park.
out Treadwell.
I have a weird one like
'cause
that as
Treadwell,
well.
Yeah.
Treadwell jerked off in his grandmother's face.
Okay, we don't call them the prom in Australia. We call them formals. But I was going to a formal, and there was a girl that I went to a formal with her year 10 form when I was in year 12. So I was like 17. She was like 15. She asked me to from some other school, and I went along as her date, right? Because I was fucking the shit. Right, so anyway, I go along this date, and her mum picks us up from the nightclub to take us to the after party. And this girl just seems to be keen about making out with me in the back seat while her mum's driving.
Awesome.
Right? And I'm like, I'm feeling, I'm in a tux and everything, drunk, 17, she's drunk and 15. And the mum's like, oh, you kids. She's one of those cool mums.
Yeah.
Those
You mean
mums-
bad moms?
Yeah, yeah. Like my mum wasn't cool about anything, but as long as they do it in my house, I don't mind. Right? So this girl wanked me off in the back seat. And I remember looking, like, as she was wanking me off, like just staring in the revision mirror.
You were making deep eye contact with the mom?
With the mum, just like, is this all fine? But I was so drunk, I still think about it.
And you
every now
came?
again. Yeah, over my tux.
Now that's the kind of thing that would get me off.
That's
I was-
amazing.
it was
That's a great story. I once got a hand job.
Over a formal dress, there was like just stained taffeta as far as the eye could see.
I once got a hand job, and it wasn't a very successful one, but a girl did put her hand down my pants and rub my dick in rehab at a family group with all of the parents and all of the clients there. There was a girl sitting next to me. Again, jacket
I
over.
want to buy your book right now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man.
I want to go to rehab. It just sounds like the best
everybody in
place.
rehab-
That's
everybody
what
in
happens
rehab-
pretty much.
I have several friends over the years that have told me the story that's where they lost their virginity was
interesting.
in their first time. in
First
rehab.
kiss,
It
first
makes
kiss. come
perfect
on.
Oh, first
Oh, yeah.
kiss.
I don't believe that story because you don't have friends.
First kiss, don't. His chemicals are up. Just,
Oh no,
just
no, the
another-
first kiss.
Now details.
Senior year.
What was her name? How'd you meet her?
Megan. Her name was Megan.
How you went from a hand job in family group at rehab and glossed over it straight into first
Right?
kiss?
No, first kiss, but his
impressed.
stories are so much more innocent and cute.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Like
'Cause
your
it's-
stories are like,
it's
our
all-
stories are like just being, I was wanked off by the thing.
And there was my grandma.
We were getting blown in a dressing
I was in the rim
room.
chair.
Yeah, and then, whenever Jason tells you a story about his sexual, like, you got to lower your expectations.
Yeah, it's all relative.
Because like he says something to you, he goes, "Hey Jim, I kissed a girl the other day, and I meant to go."
Fuck yeah,
and
dog.
I'm like, "Yeah, what was it like, motherfucker?" Yeah. So I'm right in his shit when that happens, man. Now
Next
tell
time you
me,
kiss a girl, it should be at Jongleurs, and you should wave to one of the bouncers.
we're gonna get some Adam and Eve sex toys in here for you, so you can entice them more.
We're gonna get
with
you-
a sex
So you
swing.
know what
We're,
sex feels
we're
like.
gonna get you the dick pump that makes your dick grow.
I don't think they sell
still
those.
think-
Yeah, they do. They
Oh,
do.
okay,
They've
we're
got
gonna
it on
get-
the website.
we're gonna get-
Do those things work?
50%
You have a
off.
small
We're gonna
dick?
test it on you.
Everything at Adam and Eve's works.
We're gonna test it on you. We're gonna have Lily measure your cock before and after. We're gonna have you put on the dick pump. And
shouldn't
you,
be too hard.
And all our listeners are gonna do it too. 50% off. If they
Did you
don't
hear
tell
what
them
you just said about that?
Jason.
It shouldn't
So-
be too
so-
hard.
Well, how would it be
She wa-
hard?
like,
It's
yeah.
not one of those typical dicks that you ran to the end of the tape measure and have to go get another
Lily,
one.
will you do that? Will you measure it before and after?
I'll measure it.
For the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
Jim will do
And
it.
Lily, will you measure?
No, it's all right. It's
We
all
got a
right,
commitment.
Jason.
We got a commitment.
Jason,
All right.
Jason,
She
I'm
said
measuring
she'll
it.
do it for the show. No,
Jason, I don't mind. It's my show.
no,
Me and Eddie are in
it's
charge.
okay.
It would
be
be
my
my
pleasure.
thing.
And Moshe's gonna throw a cigarette on the floor.
I'll measure it.
I promise
What
I'll wash
are you
my
doing with
asshole
your shirt?
beforehand.
Why are you taking
I'll-
your shirt
I'll,
off?
I'll measure it. I'll measure it, Jason.
Jason, I'm gonna sit on a rim chair.
Now, so Jason, what happened with Megan? What happened? Go into details.
Yeah, Jason.
Well,
Is that what it
actually,
was sounded like? That's not a kiss.
Tell
Sorry.
us, Jason.
Tell
Well,
us, Jason.
Jesus, Eddie.
All right.
This is not right. If
we're doing it, let's do it.
Everybody's undoing their clothing.
All right. Where's the video when you need it?
Jason.
This is like,
Okay, go. Tell the story.
what are they
Tell the
fucking-
story.
Everybody's
Jason.
monging their junk. Jesus Christ.
Story.
No, go on. Stop laughing, Jason.
So, actually,
Oh, Jason.
Keep talking.
Yes, sir.
Can you put the dog on my chair?
So, Lily,
I've got
describe
blood
what's
flowing.
happening for the audience.
There's 3 guys in the room, Jim, Eddie, and Moshe, that have
they're all jerking
taken
off
their
to
penis
the
halfway
story of-
down and
that
are
is not even-
rubbing their penises up and down.
I'm not
very-
rubbing my penis.
Moshe's getting really
Jerking
woody.
their
He's
penis.
really woody. He's really.
Lily, shut the fuck up and start talking, Jason.
Somebody get the girl to
All
stop
right, Jason,
talking. I need to
Jason, tell the story while we all masturbate.
Well, actually, my first kiss was a girl I met at Young Life Camp. Which is a
I'm out. Eddie just tapped out, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie tapped out. It's down to me and Jim.
which is a Christian organization.
It's a tie.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Tie game. All right.
Anybody got a Kleenex?
Jason, go get me a sandwich.
Go get me a cigarette and just shut the fuck up now.
That was the greatest first kiss ever.
Jason, has anyone ever circle jerked to your kiss story before?
You know what? I was masturbating the whole time. And I did. I had my hand on my cock. I wasn't faking it. I had my hand on my cock and I was giving it a go. I couldn't get any growth whatsoever.
Me neither. Nothing.
You know what would help
You
with
got
that?
hard?
You know what would help with that? The products at adamandeve.com.
Put in the promo code Jason.
Jason, and try not to cry.
Yeah, Jason. He uses tears as lube.
Don't we all?
It's because I don't drink enough water.
Moshe, would you come do the Glory Hole Challenge with Jason?
What's that?
No.
No. Whatever it is, no.
It's my idea. I think I am allowed to explain it. What the Glory Hole Challenge is, and you can probably already imagine what it is. We're going to build a box.
Jason's going to build the box.
into 3 sections.
Okay.
Right?
It's like when you make a
and
prisoner
each,
dig
like
their own
the
grave before
starting
you kill them.
stalls that they have greyhounds in. It's a good way to.
okay.
Anyway, so these 3 boxes, like when they throw someone in the hole in prison.
Yeah, okay.
Right? And each one will have a glory hole in
Okay.
the front. The 3 of us will simultaneously, me, you, and Jason, will simultaneously put our cocks into the box.
All right.
Inside the box, we have 2 female prostitutes and 1 male prostitute.
Oh, no. Yeah.
You want to do it?
Oh, I don't think I don't know. And then it's Russian roulette, you're saying?
It's
Yeah,
Russian roulette.
basically.
But we've got 2 ideas in it. Either you find out right away and you live with a shame, or
you never
know.
know.
Right, that's a real, that's like a fireman squad.
That
firing
can fuck
squad.
your whole life up.
Why would it fuck your
Where
whole
would it
life
fuck
up?
your whole life up?
Always
who
wondering.
cares?
Always wondering.
How can your life get fucked up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need any more.
It can probably get less
It might
fucked.
improve your life.
Oh, Eddie doesn't get to do it because he has a girlfriend?
no, because
Yeah.
How about this?
I got one. I got a
male
girlfriend.
prostitutes.
I got a girlfriend.
Same situation, 2 male prostitutes and Eddie's girlfriend.
I got a girlfriend.
How about 2 female prostitutes and Eddie?
Eddie won't.
Oh,
do
you
it.
win again, Eddie.
Eddie won't do it, but you know.
I don't think I
How
can do
about
it.
how about the listeners that write to us? I'll do the fucking.
Hey,
Glory
yeah,
Hole
that's what we
Challenge.
should do.
You know what?
Donate $1,000 and you get to do the Glory Hole Challenge.
That's a good idea. But you know what? I would be more likely to do it.
I think we should be paying them $1,000 to do it. That doesn't seem like a fair deal for anyone. We'll take it if you want to
No,
do it.
we have a ton of listeners that volunteer to do it, and it's like, all right, we get it. You want to stick your dick in a guy's mouth? Just go, go get
do
a
it.
male hooker. They exist. Or don't even get a hooker. Go to a gay bar and go, I want my dick sucked. It'll happen, guys. You don't have to come to our house and do it in a box with Jason next to you. Even though we did find if Jason's next to you, you will come quickly.
If he tells that story about his first kiss.
You probably wouldn't get hard through the whole experience. Even if it was the hottest girl in the world in the box, you wouldn't get hard.
you'd
It
be
would just be,
laughing so
it would be
hard.
a flaccid cock in a person's mouth. So that's not. We're not going to do it to coming. I hardly ever come from a blowjob.
Oh, really? I prefer it.
Oh no, I
Sex.
love coming from a blowjob. I fucking love the things, but
Usually it's not very good.
I got to really pound that head.
You good?
I think so.
I
Yeah.
gotta pound that head.
You know that whole thing.
Is,
It's like these girls that don't give blowjobs. I don't care how good your cunt is. Sometimes we just want to fuck your face.
Wow, that is philosophy.
That used to be my opening line.
Yeah.
It used to be my opening line in stand-up.
That is going to be my opening line.
I just don't know why me and Kaden didn't get along.
Well, actually, but why didn't you? I don't know. She's a dirty person. I mean, in a good way.
She's busy with Dave Navarro.
And ivory.
Every time I ask whether Eddie has AIDS, it just sends me back American Idol results.
Did that come through?
Jesse Shapiro just said, every time I ask on, what is it?
Cha-cha.
When you ask on Cha-Cha, does Eddie have to have AIDS? It goes right back to the American Idol results. That's a
like
yes.
that's-
That's a
no,
yes.
I'm- yeah. I
I'm
think
going.
so.
What is that? The actual one where you ask a question, the text message one?
Yeah.
Why would they give you those results? Is that a web page or is that a phone number?
It's a text and a web page. I did both.
So why would it give you the American Idol things? Was there a guy called Eddie Ift on American Idol, or
I don't think so.
Maybe I tried out once. Why do you got to bring that up?
maybe Eddie has AIDS? maybe they just know. Maybe the only thing you're known for on the internet is voting on American Idol.
I'm really worried that I'm gonna. I'm really worried that I'm gonna have a career. All of a sudden, and it's gonna be like Larry the Cable Guy says, "Get her done," and it's just me. Eddie Ift has AIDS.
Yeah, you'll just be wearing a ribbon on stage.
And why is that, the whole crowd? 'cause Eddie Ift has AIDS.
Yeah, your next special, the backdrop's going to be just a big ribbon.
With your face in the middle.
A lot of white blood cells.
Yeah, you like your audience will grow to be really big for a while, and then after about 5 years, not as many people showing up.
Man.
No, that's what it'll be. It'll just be a digital clock of my T cell count.
That'll just mean you'll go out into your audience after a few years, and most of the chairs will be shut on.
Oh,
Jesus.
God damn it. All right. I just tapped out.
Not if they're rim chairs.
Hold on. Can I just say, we all masturbated in front of each other 5 minutes ago. I made an implication just then that people with AIDS have bowel movements and aren't as pure as the rest of us.
Incontinent.
And now you've gone, oh, it's just not fun anymore, this podcast.
Well, it was so innocent before when we were all stroking it off with deep eye contact.
I got to
with
say
another.
this about you. In our last episode, I just could never picture Mark Maron masturbating. That was just never on the cards.
Yeah, I bet it's probably intense.
It was a very tense episode. It was very scary. He turned and looked at me.
Chasm would do it.
Yelling. Chasm would do it.
Bobby
Lee would do it.
Bobby Lee would
masturbated on us all.
Bobby Lee would have gotten hard and pulled it out. We did it under underwear.
Yeah, we didn't show our
Bobby would have done that whether or not you did the bit about jerking off.
rubbed
Any
his cock
excuse.
all
You would have
over
just
me.
looked over and been like, Bobby, why are you jerking off?
Let's get April Macy back on the show and see if she'll do it.
I think she would.
Yeah, let's
think
see
she
if
would?
it-
Yeah.
Flick that red bean.
I'm in.
You're not in. Flick that red bean. It's red all over.
You can have her and April have a competition.
Would
Yeah.
you really? What is your function again? You just...
What is your dysfunction?
She's a
Was it
life support
pictures?
system for a cunt.
officially the worst thing you've ever said.
And by cunt, you mean Jason.
That's kind of true. Look, everyone felt like that was the mean part.
Yeah, but I say it with a bit of charm.
Yeah, no. I wanted it.
Let's reflect on the show for a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening to me and you'd like to come to any of the shows that I'm doing, I'll be performing all around the place. Go to jimjeffries.com. Come to my show at the Chicago Comedy Festival and buy tickets for Boston and the Nokia show in LA. Eddie, you got any shows?
Yeah, you can see me at the Improv. I'm headlining June 11th. 2 shows, 8 and 10 o'clock. Come see me at the Improv in Hollywood on Melrose. You can go to improv.com to get tickets now. And our
Tickets
guest,
on sale now.
Moshe?
Yeah, I'll be in Scottsdale at the Stand Up Scottsdale on June 10th and 11th. I'll be at the Acme Comedy Company 27th, 28th that weekend.
Did I hear something
in
about a
Minneapolis?
book? Did you have a book or something?
I got a book coming out next year called Kasher and the Rye about
Cool.
my fucked up
Is it
weird
done?
childhood.
Is it done?
It's done, yeah.
Can you rewrite it and put us in it?
Yeah, I'll put you guys in
Okay,
it. Yeah.
Just can I do the forward for
Opening,
it?
well, I think I have my opening line. It's I was a life support system for a cunt for many years. And yeah, MosheKasher.com. Follow me on Twitter at Moshe Kasher. I'm big on Twitter. I'd love to see you on there.
Yeah.
You're a Twitter guy?
Jason,
Yeah.
do you have anything to plug?
Jason Hours, my Twitter, Today's episode was brought to you by adamandeve.com. For all of your adult needs and pleasure, please go to adamandeve.com. With the promo code JASON, you get 50% off any purchase. And with this purchase, you also get 3 free DVDs.
What kind of DVDs?
Those are adult DVDs.
And what do you do with those DVDs?
I don't know. Because I
You
don't
masturbate to them.
But I don't have a DVD player anymore.
Oh, God. Everything about you is depressing.
You don't have a DVD player
But what's the
anymore.
promo code?
Jason.
How do you spell that?
JASON.
Okay. All right. That's great. So adamandeve.com. And you can also go to our website, which is,
Jim and Eddie talk shit.
and you can
And
send
there'll
us.
be adverts there. You can click straight to the Adam and Eve webpage. So we have a little link for that now.
Sure. And
Why
and
not?
there's the donate click button if you want to donate to the show. You're not just donating, you're getting pictures, fucking, what else? T-shirts,
T-shirts, posters, signed DVDs,
Siamese twins.
Custom songs.
custom songs, go-karting, water park sliding.
Fingered. So
And-
Lap dances.
And also go to our fan page on Facebook. If you go to my fan page on Facebook, there's a direct link to it there. You can go straight across because that's...
but that's it. So thank
Moshe's
you guys.
pants are still open.
Yeah, man, I'm just hanging loose, man.
That's the end of the
Yeah,
show.
exactly.
We're all gonna
Very much.
jerk off on Jason now.
All right, let's do it.
There's your hair color, fuckface.
We'll color match my thumb.